Everyone, and welcome. I have reshuffled this deck. I'm going to do a tarot reading today. So we'll see what they want to bring. There has been so much energy coming forward about transformation, moving into the next timeline for those of you that are with me, that are following me. I'm sure there's lots of people that are not experiencing this, but they're not my followers. Pretty sad. So let's see. Celtic Cross, Spirit, Celtic Cross. So we have the Two of Swords. Crossing that, we have the Eight of Cups. Beneath, we have the Two of Cups. In the past, we have the Three of Pentacles. On your mind, we have the Page of Wands. The Empress coming towards you. How you are seen is healing. It can be a state of your energy, I believe. The energy around you is the Ten of Wands, burdens, but coming to an end. Four of Pentacles is what you're afraid of, being stagnant. Best possible outcome is the Five of Swords. Okay. We had that Five of Swords before in that position of the best possible outcome as well. And then the underlying energy is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is typically about home. Okay? I see it as home. The four pillars of home. The four corners. Foundational energy is what I see. So let's see. They typically just begin to channel into me what the messages are. So just give me a second. So the energy that is challenging you is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about walking away or walking towards something else, walking towards the Nine of Cups, which is self-love. Okay? So this is challenging you. Loving yourself is a big challenge for you. And you do not see things as they are. Okay? You're really blinded. Really blinded by that. It's interesting because we got the Two of Cups here, which can represent a partnership. I quite often see the Two of Cups and the Lovers as the divine self coming together. So it's almost like you're rejecting your own divine self in somehow. You had an opportunity for expansion here. Passion. The Empress is wanting to come in, though. I think I need to clarify. This. On the bottom of this deck, you guys, as well, we've got Two of Wands again, which is a choice. And we've got Two of Swords. No, I haven't even asked questions yet. And there's the Empress sitting there, and there's the Empress there. It feels like you have this ability, this Empress here, to be able to create, but you don't really trust it. The healing, like this is healing energy. There's so much burden, like it's like the outside put burdens upon you that you've been carrying. They haven't been yours. So you're seeing yourself or not seeing yourself in truth, like to be able to go after and to be able to love yourself in truth because of everything that you have been shown from the outside world, that it's a scary place. In the center of yourself, you really are love. You really are a loving, open hearted, gentle person. You really are that. You are that. You are inspiring to others, and you've had opportunity to expand. But this challenge here, being able to move into this self love, and I believe this has to do with some kind of forgiveness of the self. So this can be something that you've experienced in your past that you're having a hard time letting go of, so that you can move into this state of creation here with this emperor energy. Two of Swords, Spirit. Let's do a little clarifying. Two of Swords. Okay, the Six of Cups is all about family here, and it was upside down here. This is talking to me about like not having the family support at all. Mm. Oh my goodness. And then we got the Nine of Swords and the Daughter of Cups, and they're in reverse. So is this. Yeah. You've had something happen to you I feel like in your childhood, in your younger years, or something that was really traumatic, very traumatic, whatever that was. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. And this is what has closed your eyes to seeing your own beauty, to believe that you are worthy of going after that self love, that Nine of Cups. I almost feel like this was a family situation. It's this Eight of Cups. What is the Eight of Cups? Thank you. The Chariot in reverse. Yeah. Completely paralyzed. Fear of moving towards that. Why? Can you give me more on this paralysis around this going towards self love? Yeah, this is totally about family. Here's the Ten of Cups in reverse now. The Hermit, being alone, and the Two of Wands. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is a fear of being alone here. This Nine of Cups, going after your own happiness, what you think is going to bring you happiness and self-love, but you're going to be alone in order to do that with this Hermit card here, this Ten of Pentacles being in reverse. This could be somebody that's thinking about breaking off on a relationship or away from a family, can be divorced, it can, that kind of thing. Okay, a partnership. Interesting, because the Four of Pentacles here is just having enough, and that's the fear, right? Of going back to just having enough. This Five of Wands here is about conflict. Yeah, you're afraid of being alone here. If you find yourself worthy of self-love, you know you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to leave. That Eight of Cups is telling you to leave to find self-love, but you're paralyzed in fear of being able to go because you're afraid of being alone, of leaving all that familiar things behind you. But you have the ability to create here yourself. What's this Two of Cups? Seven of Cups. Imaginings. Four of Wands, again, which is that. The Home. Strength, which is the Eagle. Mother of Pentacles. Again, details, money. And Temperance. Yeah, this is really talking to me about somebody that's going to have to leave behind what they consider to be stability, and they're having to make a choice. Am I going to choose stability or am I going to choose self-love? And it feels like this is kind of the conundrum that you are stuck in at this time. Show me this Empress. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here for the Empress. Father of Cups, Three of Wands, the Sun in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh my God, you guys. You're basically refusing to see what the universe is handing to you and telling you. You're basically refusing the signs. You're refusing the signs. What is this healing card about? Oh my God. Death. And the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is being able to stand up for yourself. And the Death card is transformation. There may literally have been a death in your life, and if there has been, I'm really sorry for that. But this can also speak about transformation. Standing up for yourself, voicing yourself. Let's take a look at this Ten of Wands and maybe some more things. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Cups. This, with this being on the bottom of the deck, with this that I just did, standing up for yourself, to be able to transform that energy out of that healing, that is what is going to bring you happiness, your rainbow of blessings. And look at that. There's the uniting of the self right there. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to make a change. What's this Ten of Wands? Again, we've got the Empress, the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, the Son of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. This is a power couple here, or parents, the Emperor, Empress. This is like family burden somehow. Caught in a trap. Can't walk out. Because I love you too much, baby. Oh, why can't you see what you're doing to me? Four of Pentacles. Five of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands is, I'm going to move this. I'm sorry, you guys. You can't see that properly there. I'm sorry. Five of Wands is inner conflict. This one here is gossip, whispering behind hands. That's a struggle for you. Not looking a certain way in the eyes of others. It's like you've come from something prominent with the Emperor and the Empress here. It's not just partners like the King and Queen of Hearts or Swords or whatever. It's the Emperor and Empress. This is an authority. It's like a family lineage or something, or there's lack. Five of Pentacles. Look at all these fives. 5, 5, 5 right there. Show me the Five of Swords. And here's the Star on the bottom. Healing from this lack. And again, healing down here. Five of Swords. Oh, look at this. Nine of Wands and Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is fast moving. It can be messages as well, but the Nine of Wands is the wounded healer. Not only are you carrying your own burdens, you're carrying other burdens as well. The burdens that are around from whatever it is, family, lineage, or something like that. So I think that we've looked enough at the difficulties that's in here, you guys. Let's see what advice Spirit wants to bring to you on how you can move more into a state of love of the self. You know, you want to turn the Sun and the Ace of Cups and everything upright. You know, you want the Ten of Pentacles upright. You want all of these cards that are so wonderful upright, because what's happening right now is that you are just sitting in the shadow energy of it, and they're asking you to move into the light of it, because within everything there is light and dark. So they're wanting you to do that, to move into that light energy. So I'm just going to do this and put this, because the energy felt very dense. I'm not going to use this at all. I am going to pull some oracle, I believe, here. I'm going to pull some oracle to get you some advice on what Spirit wants you to do to change that, to bring you into more of a lightness of energy rather than all this dense energy that you're carrying. I can feel it on my shoulders even. So what do we have here? Thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Raven spirit, truth, yes. Come on, you guys. 4332, 432. You're going to have some uncertainty with where it is that you're heading, because it's a new path for you. It's a new trail. If you decide that you're going to go after, loving yourself and being able to find that self-validation, that sovereignty of the self, it's going to be uncertain. Okay? There's going to be thorns within it. Even a rose has thorns. Okay? But you're needing to move into the truth, right? Into your own truth. And right now you're living a lie. You're living a lie. What else do we have here, Spirit, for this group for advice? Let's see what else. I have a couple more cards if they want. Okay. I'm just going to move these off the table and put crystals on it to remove that energy. All right. Wild Rose Fairy, love. Crystal Cave, trust. That's beautiful. Bluebird Spirit, happiness. And acceptance. And what is really, really hard for us is to accept sometimes when we have made, a decision that hasn't been the best for us and we have to make a change. It's hard for us to admit that, right? That we have to make a change. But the advice that Spirit is bringing to you is that there is happiness, there is love, there is trust, and there is acceptance, right? But you are going to have a little bit of uncertainty. There's going to be thorns. You're still going to have to deal with it because, when we complete something or when we move away from something, it usually takes us a little bit to get through that stickiness of that energy. Okay? To move forward into something beautiful and new. And as I cut the cards, we get believe. I'm going to get a couple more oracle here for you guys. Be still. Yeah. Go within. Find your heart, your light, okay? Your truth, right? And trust yourself. It's not up to you to make anyone else happy, nor is it up to anyone else to make you happy. That's an inside job. Be still. Oh, look at this sacred journey. Yeah, I really feel like you're being told that everything that you're experiencing here is part of your journey and part and parcel to your learning, whatever it is that you have to learn within this particular lifetime. Just going to grab my other chair here. My light seers. I love me my light seers tarot. And as I cut it, I've got the High Priestess here. So we're just going to get a couple of cards. And there's the Hierophant. Strength. These are all major arcana cards, which talks about, a lot of destined things, right, that are meant to happen. So let's get a few tarot to bring a little bit of clarity here. as they're telling me. The Magician. The Magician. Merlin has been coming forward too. Oh, look at this. The Page of Cups, you guys. This in this deck, this particular Page of Cups always talks to me about coming together with the higher self. And you had the Lovers in your tarot spread to where you were kind of rejecting that is what the spread was telling me. So this is about coming together. And here is the Four of Pentacles, which is what you were afraid of in the last spread that I did. Seven of Pentacles, something that is growing. Fruitful. Look at the roots. Right? Just to nurture it. Oh, look at this. Celebration. Friends. And then I have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a card of lack, but what I feel like this card is talking about is, more moving out of that lack of self more than anything else. You've got the Four of Pentacles here, which shows that you have enough. You have enough of what you need. Like, look at these pentacles are mirroring these pentacles here, right? You went from here to here, okay? You may be feeling that you have a little bit less when you move on, but you don't. You will be able to very, very quickly move onward and upward. Let me see what we got. Look at this, the repeating cards. There is the Four of Wands that we saw in the last spread as well. And there is healing right there. The Star. Wishing upon a star. And look at that. The Queen of Wands is leadership. Okay? Page of Wands. Come on, you guys. And there's the Eight of Swords being bound, not being able to see. Right? So you're going to go through stages to where, you're feeling good and then you're not. Okay? Kind of a yo-yo, which is normal with the uncertainty that's here. Okay? That's what they're talking about with this. That there's a little bit of uncertainty, but that's normal to be that way in order to be a little bit cautious. Okay? This card is about caution. It is not about not having enough because you have everything you need within you. Nothing, you lack nothing. Okay? You're coming together with your higher self. So you will recognize that very, very quickly. All right, everyone. That is your reading. It was a very long reading, actually, than what I expected it to be, but that's just the way it is. Sometimes they come out that way, and I will never stop a reading in the middle of it just because I feel like it's too long. If it's for you and you need the advice, you will continue through, and you will still be here at the end when I say thank you for watching, thank you for co-creating my channel, and remember, until I see you again, to always let love be your guide.